Hey guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome back to our little old Spartan front. In the last episode, we did a bunch of things. Primarily, we discovered we could buy lots of land. I say, we bought like we did a pretty decent job. We were able to buy the Emilia guys. Somehow I failed out. We also bought Neapolis, so they're now part of the glorious Spartan Empire. And we, in fact, bought out the Croutons, in which their armies were able to hopefully become part of our glorious alliance-esque sort of thing. Financially, we're not doing so hot, sadly, but that's okay. We will, over the course of time, be able to fluctuate a bit on this particular thing. But that said, we're getting armies to be on the move. I think we've got an army here. No, that's an enemy navy. We've got an army on their way towards Allied territory. So once they get back, it's going to take them a while, unfortunately, to get there. So yeah, possibly to the end of the year. We've got another army, the 10,000, waiting in reserve. Unfortunately, the popularity of this place is not going to be too beneficial, which is a bit of a shame, actually. Question, can you... Actually, that's not a bad shout. You might want to do this, because they're part of the same thing, correct? Yes, correct. And you, as per usual, do it like so, so you can still get replenishment, but you're not doing the thing. Unfortunately for us, the Syracusans have decided to step up their game, unless they're sending in an invasion fleet, which is heading towards the coast of Carthage. If that's the case, that'll be fantastic, actually, because they'll take care of a threat for me, which does make, of course, the whole researching the ability to kill Carthaginians null and void, but at the same time, it's something. That's the thing, it's something. I'm sending a navy up in the north to take care of the remnants of the enemy Taras lot. The Taras lot over here are now deciding to raid Neapolis, which is now currently under the control of the Samnites. A problem has formed to a degree where the Samnites have gained a large territory around this location, but who ranked up? Who ranked up? Oh, the Brave Companions champion. He ranked up. That's lovely. What can you do? Athlete, extra strength, and happiness. Yep, that's fine. He needs to do that. But yeah, so Poseidon does kind of need a bit more, well, defenses, but I've got an army waiting there, so it should be good. Anyway, let's end the turn. Actually, I did update and get, I did update the mod pack a bit and added a bit more, finger quote, pleasant. It's actually not too bad because that provides a super amount of positivity. And that's for Potentia, which is down here. They're having a bit of a problem. I'm thinking bread and games, probably. Agricultural things. Yeah, that's a lot better. That to me sounds a lot better. We're losing a bit of money, but we are increasing the happiness of the region, despite having lots of people complaining or whatnot. So yeah, and we're also going to try and build up some more farm-like buildings to try and deal with that. I mean, the biggest issue at the moment is that we're losing a lot of money to military buildings. But once I've secured the southern regions, we can turn them completely to economic use, which will hopefully mean this entire section island is going to be sort of alright. But again, it's not going to be pleasant. The Senonis have a fleet, and a large one at that. Syracuse is moving its navies across, so I definitely think they're probably trying to send their fleets to attack Carthage, because if I'm not mistaken, they are at war with Carthage, which is fine by me. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to take full advantage of the war to be able to do a sneak attack, because at this point... Oh, what? Really? Come on, Ferenti. What have I done to you except lay waste to your armies in a battle? Commit arson. Fucking hell. Well, it looks like it happened, but it didn't really affect it. Who's pissed? Campania. Oh, okay, so they're still pissed. Well, in about 2 turns, they're going to be fine. And I think it's the whole them being not happy thing that's probably causing an issue. Shit. Okay. The edict has been issued. Unfortunately, we are now in the red, which is not good. Actually, that said, once he gets into Panoramas, that's going to be slightly cheaper, which is good. You're in settlement. Motivated populace in Brutium, which is nice. They're going to be hopefully turning the tide. Altar of Zeus, I think, will probably be what we need to have. What else? What else? We're not earning a lot. Unfortunately, because we made the transition from being a conglomerate to an empire, yeah, we've got to get more food down the drain, I think, is the big one. And again, once we've dealt with this technological upgrade to make my infantry better in combat, that'll be it for terms of military. Because then I'll probably spend the next few episodes probably researching down the where is it? This line primarily, because it gives us more food. We have better growth. We have more food agriculturals. You know, we increase the tax rate. We get extra wine. There's so many benefits, and we're on the precipice of not being able to afford things. So unfortunately for us, we're going to have some serious cutbacks for certain things. But luckily for us, actually that said, if we've got the food, maybe I could start taxing this region again. I am taxing this region again. Which region am I not taxing? Kind of wish I could remember. Right, well, let's check every province that I have. I believe I am taxing all of the provinces I control. Unless it's this one. Nope, this one is still kind of pissed. You're more or less happy. You're more or less about to revolt, which really fucking sucks. Because obviously there is unfortunately a presence of Latin and Italian, which does suck. Which is probably causing a level of issues against them, but hang on, let me try and see. Can I recruit another agent? No. I need a dignitary. I need to be able to recruit dignitaries, and I haven't even been able to recruit them. Oh, there's so much. Right, question. I could probably get rid of that, couldn't I? Heraclea. Yeah. Right, we can get rid of that and start turning that into a food production facility, or something that allows us to have a bit more happiness to try and stem the tide. I mean, over here in Heraclea, we should be okay, because they should be turning out. And over here in Sicily as well, I think, because we've... Okay, so Scartilian, where is that? That's in the middle of nowhere, not going to be attacked anytime soon. As a tactical location, it's not that important. You need to make your way towards Hipponian. And that's fine, because you need to do that. You need to be on the move as much as you can. Can you... Question, does that increase your upkeep? Raiding, no. Does that improve the upkeep? No, but that does increase your morale push. Right, I think it's sort of safer for you to do that. I'm not saying it is safer for you to do that, but it's sort of safer. You need to probably move here. And stop. Attack. Ah, he's nabbed. He's dead. No way in hell. We're getting backup from the bloody garrison as well, which I find rather hilarious. 87, 89. That's great. If we can sink them, then that's them done. We did unfortunately lose a couple of hoplite ships, which does suck. Enslave or defeat? You know what? Release. We'll get more money. Right, and now we're actually earning money again. Woo! And we can actually get rid of that shit. Hey, I can have a fleet again. Right, if you go to Ilea, God, it's only just the two. It's over here as well, isn't it? Because they've got so many soldiers. Right, you, I think. Oh, that probably would be. Oh no, it's fine. I'd rather just remove the risk of having. Right, so you need to make a move away from things. If you can make your way south, perhaps. Yeah, south. Try and get towards Ilea, perhaps. They're not too pleased, are they? Armies being all gone. Right, we'll do the same for you. Get rid of that. So we're hopefully going to start earning a bit more money. And begin to leave the settlement. Yeah, 14. GG. We're going to have a rebellion. And something tells me it's going to be in Peracusia, which has no abilities to defend itself. It does, however, have some defenses, so you never know. But yeah, figures. Of course, of course. You're new. You're not so new. I wonder if your presence... Are you a favoured man? Do you inspire love? Well, you wouldn't exactly cause everyone to lose happiness, but, you know, it's fine. He's also 65. And for a man who's the age of 65, you're not that bad looking. You're not doing too bad, mate. Right, anyway. Oh, fuck me. Tadas is all pissed off. It's probably because of all these buildings that are causing public orders. Combat posts. I mean, the garrison is pretty darn secure, with this being just Spartan hoplite, and I'm thinking we could probably begin getting rid of that and turn that into something that to keep the people happy. And that'll also mean that we're going to be able to benefit from having food and have some happiness in our sector, which is going to be all benefits to us, really. Maintaining an empire. Ain't it a bitch? Right. We still have some unfortunate tridents of Poseidon trying to do that, but luckily for us, we do have a fleet raring to go. All time. Yeah, they're going crazy on that one now. Just so we can try and get our fleet up to scratch and move them up towards what's left of the Tridents of Poseidon. Once we finished off the whole... Right, so the Duanians, Carthage, they're not too big fans. So the Ferenti are just in charge of one province. We're trading with them, but they don't like me, and they've been trying to sabotage me. Politics. I'll never understand them.
I am honored to receive
Join Confederation.
and look forward to your erudite arguments. And
I'll give you
witty quips.
6 grand.
Nope. This is going to be a laugh if this works. Right, I'll pay you everything in my coffers at this point. No, I didn't think so. I was going to say, how lovely would that be if I gained all of this without even having to pay for it? Right, anyway. Region seems to be kind of there, but again, it's a bit of a 6 or 1. Actually, truth be told, if we have the Hoplite battle here, I could actually use this building to... I could demolish this building and get the special building to help with population management in here, and then Locri can still have its defenses up. I mean, Region is a walled settlement with benefits, so it's like, you know, not so bad. Right, anyway, we'll... Question. What's... Okay, so you're not exactly in the mood to be taken care of, are you? What are you? Royal Barracks, Combat Post. 3 is Royal Barracks as well, but that's because they've had Spartans for so long. So you could probably do with being demolished. We have entertainment buildings here. And it'll probably be able to turn that into a food production, which will make useful for us. You're pissed off though, so tax collection probably not a good idea. Smoke stimulation, emancipation, proclamation, sell slaves, tax harvesting. Really, you don't like that? I'd have to go to a position. I have to go to a place that really doesn't. Yeah, that's because they've had the happiness booster on. Yeah. You're the Hoplite Barracks, you're the combat post in Hedonia, which is up there, which is actually all secure. Right, yeah, so nothing we can do. A lot of this is, probably for the next couple of turns, we're probably going to have to deal with, we're probably going to have to UK, I'm entirely happy with that. We're probably going to have to deal... economically wise with stuff for a while before we can finally turn our attention to civil stuff, but for the next few turns I'm going to try and be as economic as possible. Alright, we finally stopped the raiding, which is good. And once I get those armies out onto the field... And again, the Ferenti are trying to do this shit. If they have a coastal settlement, I seriously might consider launching an attack over there. What building have they destroyed? High chance of civil war. Oh yeah, there's that problem as well. I downloaded a thing and installed a thing to stop them from having a civil war break out. But obviously, this could be a thing that could be my problem. It is game breaking for me because I honestly don't want to have to deal with that. I really cannot be fussed with this. I really cannot be fussed to deal with a whole new empirical breaking thing because I have power. I find it ludicrous that the game has to punish me for having power. Ludicrous. I find it frustrating to have to basically deal with... I have to be, in a sense, punished for being successful in creating an empire. I understand the realistic factors towards it, without a doubt. But the fact that... the fact that I have to, the fact that I am going to be punished for causing some kind of, right, question. The Gigantes. Well, let's make it worse, shall we? Set up the watch. Champions of Nike. Fight up the list. I mean, truth be told, I might as well just transfer these guys over to them. Shaboom. Champions of Nike.
Your orders. Your orders. Ready.
Like this guy, we can retire. That's a little bit less cash to have to worry about. And then you can now move over to... Well, begin to move towards... As well, we move on to land now.
Disembarking now. Gathering supplies.
Right, we'll have a little bit of thing, but he can march his way further down towards this location. Hopscotch over to the southern front, and then hopefully we'll be able to turn the tide and make life a little easier. Has it been a turn already? It has. I can't believe it. Right, what can you do? Right, you can provide a fountain. It's 2, or we have 5. Public order. What does this do? It provides security, which is useful, but I think for the sanity of the pub, for the Roman public. Right, and you... Yeah, okay, so Gymnasium is that. Agora. Oh, this is the one which allows you to have the happiness public order shit and other stuff, but because I think we've already got that, I can happily turn you into that, which will then make you into a Gymnasium. Takes a bit of food, but then I can totally work around that. Crouton, a Tarina, we're going to make you into a food place to try and offset the shitloads of alright, philosophy or philanthropy. In 2 turns we're going to be able to have that benefit, which is going to be useful. Over in Taras we have the ability to get buildings. We also have a fountain, so you are going to have to be the Agora, which will allow us to have happiness in our towns, and people won't complain anymore about shit because you won't have a chance. And then we can have something which will be the miracle of Crane. Right, so you're fine. You, Heraclea, you've just stopped having your buildings constructing. Gathering place. I've already got the gathering place in 2 other locations, so... And we've already got the buildings for such. What we don't have is farms. There's a severe lack of farms here, so we're going to have to try and milk our way around that. Oh, there's the rebels. That's fine. Try it. I'm glad, actually, because I thought they were going to try and all... they'd be on this island, which would be a lot more vulnerable. Whereas these... Oh, no. They are actually about to rebel. Shit. So it's probably going to go for them, aren't they? Question. Poseidon. You have only... well, it's not so bad. Spartan soldiers with only 2 toxic hits. Yeah. They're not going to hold out much, are they? 21 fucking turns. Holy fuckballs. Jeez. Like, it's going to be worth it, I'm sure, but holy shit. Alright. But no, so I've installed the mods to ensure that there is no succession and that, you know, maybe the game will warn me about it, but it'll be something that won't actually happen. And I severely hope that is the case, because if not, I will be rather peeved, because obviously... Right, so we're going to be able to have we have a massive food surplus, which is going to be nice, because it means our population is going to be having extra growth, replenishment is going to be faster, and we can also then afford to have larger troops. Right, question, if you go here, will you be happy? No, fine, okay, that's okay. Double time! Get your ass over there. Get your ass over there. Right, so you guys basically will move along and start setting up, readying yourselves for the war down south. If we can be able to secure a lot of territory in like one turn, that'll be very useful. Okay, so let's do a double check. You are good. You are good. You are good-ish. People aren't too pleased, but it's okay. You are also kind of okay. Taras is in the process of building, which is nice. You are okay. Yep. Poseidon's about to have a rebellion, but that's not entirely surprising. We're about to have our own little fight, and what? Oh, it's the okay. I'm not happy about the Sam Knights being... Ah, okay, they've left. I haven't seen the Carthaginians in a while. I'll double check to see if they're still around as a faction. Because if not, then we might be able to claim parts of Carthage. Well, they're still moving shit about, so it's not like they haven't done anything. Oh, please. Oh, wow, they're going to try it. Or have they actually blockade? Oh, nope, there they are. And the Carthaginians are on my turf. Well, almost on my turf. Right. Oh. Subversion. Rebellion. Refugees. Yep. Rebellion. Poseidon. Return home. Politician. Subversion. There's the rebellious army. Or are they? Oh, they are. Are you blockading me? Nope. But you did, son. Okay, I misread that. How the fuck did they not die? I outnumbered them and everything. Well, on one aspect, it's good because we somehow were able to win. On the other aspect, the fuck? Right, you ranked up, apparently. He who is brave is free and all that jazz. Right, so where's our rebels? Are they there? Yeah, it looks like they're there. Right, well you can be happily chilling.
At your command.
Right, you can die. Protective. No chance. And we'll put them into slavery. Alright, they finally seem to be chilling, which is nice. That whole rebellious side of them has decided to bugger off royally. Right, so the Might of Heracles,
At your command.
you're fine, which is good. So, yes, you guys have actually recruited and finally gotten yourselves sorted out, which is great. 73. Okay, so that's sort of getting under control. So, unfortunately, though, it is winter, which means we're probably not going to be able to earn as much. We are also suffering from population issues, but I think we're going to start slowly but surely getting control over that. I think we need someone watching nearby Acrutia as well. Just so we have someone to help defend it in case something happens. Like, Potentia's got defense. You are okay because Poseidon's got some form of defense. Question, if you're into doing that, what happens? Not sure. I think it's more because you're there than anything. But hell, having two fleets on standby over there is pretty cool. Right, where's my agent? Because I remember distinctly seeing my agent. Where is my spy? There's my spy. Where is she?
How
There
can I
she.
be of assistance?
Right, okay, so I need you to start getting intel for me. Crouton, it's holding out ish. One more turn, and then we're going to finally get some happiness going, which will shut the fucking plebs up.
Rest.
I kind of wish there was more repression in castles and things like the old ones, because it's like in Shogun. I like that. I like Shogun. Shogun's nice. Okay, so in Arkakas,
Ready for orders.
they're going to be chill, which is useful. And they are going to take food away from it, but we're also going to get recruitment out of it, which is going to be useful. You're still making your way across, but it won't be too much longer before we get reinforcements. And then we'll start potentially making the push. Some of these armies some of these areas will hopefully be not so difficult to take, but I'm seeing a lot of hoplite garrisons. Heralds of Triton. Yeah, there's a lot of territory that needs to be taken. A lot of these settlements are coastal. Jella. Oh, they've taken another settlement. Not that there's anyone defending them, mind. Hell, if I was able to, I probably would launch an attack and take them out. But they have there's a problem with that whole taken thing. Right. You're on the move. Ella is... Oh, Heraclea's got itself sorted. Fantastic. Right. Let's get some storage pits going and get some food ready so that if shit should hit the fan. In about 4 turns, we're going to be able to see... 3 turns, we're going to see some improvement, which is useful. And then we can hopefully start turning this whole lack of economics around. So... As much as this may be a bit like... I apologise that there isn't as much blood, guts, and action as perhaps some of my more recent videos have been. I do find this part as well to be interesting, the whole managing an empire. When there isn't bullshit around, I'll just put that on the top there. When there isn't a stupid mechanic that says, hey, you're doing well, ergo, I must punish you. You know, that sort of deal. I appreciate a game that actually allows me to not in a sense turtle up, but to slowly but surely improve. And don't forget, guys, once we've broken that seal of having the best infantry units out there, or as good as they can be with this option, I know that we've got all of this stuff, which is apparently going to be causing issues. And, wait, where's the one that says everyone's happy if we're at war with someone? I mean, that's useful as well, but really, was it? Recover from wounds, replenishment rates. That'll be useful too, but right now I think I need happiness issues. Like over here, we need stuff to keep happiness. We need something to provide people to not be so fucking arsey about stuff. You know, just stuff. You know, that would be useful. That and that will probably be useful, but I think that probably School of Rhetoric, which means we can research shit faster. But right now, I just want to research. Right, region. Yeah, cool. Okay. We're not doing too bad. Good quote. Right. Let's have another turn. Emperor willing.
As all the gods looked
Nope. As all the gods looked at. Nope. Just no. They have got a lot of armies. That's the only issue. So you've got 1, 2, 3. I'll have 4-ish large armies moving into position, but Syracuse has lots of dudes. Now, fingers crossed, a lot of these things are navies, which is fine because a majority of the territories I have are like, what? Which the shit is I'm more land-based than naval-based, but...
Generosity wins many powerful friends.
Yeah, no. Generosity means many friends. Yes, so how about you fuck off from my land, eh? That's a generous statement. Wouldn't you say so? Subversion? No. Refugee. Oh, really? 8 turns. Bloody hell. That's not helpful. Oh, faction be destroyed. Hey! Taras has died. What a blessing. What an actual blessing. Ah. Oh. And a population surplus has actually come up from Potentia, which is useful. Right, so what we're going to do is we are going to make a Agora. Agora? Not Agora. Subterranean aqueduct. Also, really popular, apparently, which is great, because we need it. Actually, if we can have it. Agora, what can we do? It'll provide happiness, and it'll give me some extra research for strength. Oh, we already have that. Fuck. Any industrial buildings? Maybe? Yes. That'll be useful. That'll be useful. Truth be told, Amphor Factory seems to be a good shot. But then again, shit like this could be a problem where happiness and population is going to be their thing, so... Doesn't seem to be like another option. And again, can't do anything about the fortified settlement. I can't expand it any further, which is really annoying. So, what, Agora? We could do something which increases the food as well as extra wealth from agriculture. It does piss off the locals, though. Should I just make an aqueduct and just... Maybe... Maybe. I mean, it does take food, which does make things, but it does provide happiness. And that does mean I can also then make the royal barracks and all that jazz, as well as increase the amount of food I can... Well, this is going to improve the happiness of the people. So, if I make an Agora and then I get extra food wealth, that should be fine. And for the time being, it's just going to provide a slight improve to that. Okay, so you have been built, which is a fantastic thing. Now I need the Altar of Zeus to be able to increase the tax rate and make everyone happy. Tarina has constructed, fantastic. Now I need you to make another storage pit, which will be useful, because then we can actually make more food and happiness. Over in the front lines, Adikas is doing a good job. I can't seem to afford... Okay, so this one increases attack and everything, which is great. Or I can get something which doesn't do as much, but I do get the option to recruit some new units. I think this will probably be what I want, but I need that. Which will be in 3 turns. Fuck yes. Right, okay. Wary of strangers. I don't blame you, I'll be honest with you. Right, okay, so you almost have arrived. Whichever area you want to go to. So in about... few turns time, we'll start having the first of the armies to arrive and start moving forces towards the right, cool. If you'd like to go into the ocean, thank you very much. Find a place to land and then start doing some recon. I'd like to get some info about Carthage, but who? Oh.
That's your command.
How are you guys doing? You're kind of chill. You're almost in the north, actually, like in terms of winter, which almost sucks. You're just about chill. Not saying you're a lot chill, but you're just about chill. 9 fucking turns. Jesus Christ. Population is very unhappy here.
Commander?
If you left, what would happen? Probably not a lot, to be honest with you, but... there's a lot going on. But if we can keep the peace and also keep not having our faction turn into 2 factions, that'll be great. Royal Barracks wouldn't be too bad either at Potentia, but that would just take a lot of food for what kind of gain? Because again, don't forget, at some point I'm going to be changing the front line buildings so that, for example, buildings that are relatively close to the front line around here we'll still be in, still be in contact or whatever. But buildings around here, for example, or here, I wouldn't build on. Like, I wouldn't build military buildings. I'd focus more on economics just to try and outset the whole army thing. Anywho, let's end the turn. Oh, the Senones are at war with the Etruscan League. And they have claimed victory in their naval vessels, which is rather impressive. And, surprise, surprise, the Syracusans have retaken another territory from the Carthaginians. What next in the whole to meet to you battles? So Carthage still has quite a lot of strength. And it looks like Carthage kind of wants the territories I control. And it looks like Carthage has taken back Gela. Of course. And apparently we've got a shitload. Ooh. There is a lot of new parties forming. I mean, I've still got 68%, which is kind of good. Right? Yeah, I'm at Maid. So I probably should start, I don't have it beloved anymore. This is a problem. Peerless. I probably need to start increasing my power. Right, so we're up to almost that. Disciples of Poseidon. I'm at Beloved again. We still need to probably have a few bits. I mean, I'm shitting through money at the moment, aren't I? But I can afford to. I've not really done much. Purge or secure loyalty? Nah, Purge. And they might be gone, in fact. Oh, there's an empty sector there. I'm back to Beloved again, which sucks. Politics, I hate them. Anyway, more importantly, we have other things to worry about. I remember the politics of bloody Rome Total War. I remember that. That was fun. Why? Because it was like, right, who loves you more? The Senate or the people? And like, dependent on how you played it. Right, you're going to turn to food, aren't you? Yep. Question. Okay, so unhappy populace is over here, but they are beginning to become more happy. Calabri are not so happy, but in about a turn, they're going to hopefully be happy. So over here, you've got a fountain going, which is fantastic. I can't improve it because wine as a healer needs to be researched first. That's a shame. Agora, we're turning you into a food place, which will hopefully provide happiness for the people because they seem to be okay. And in Brennitston is constructed. Fantastic. Unfortunately, I have to make you a happy problem. Well, actually, no, we'll just have you as that for the time being, but that's okay. And Heraclea, you are also a storage pit, but unfortunately, once again, can't build you up because science of wine. So hopefully, things should be alright. I probably have somewhat buggered myself, so I will put a separate Spartan invasion. Purged a lot. There we go. So, if shit hits the fan, then I will basically revert back to that old save and basically we'll try and figure out how to deal with the whole thing. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll be able to survive and not have any issues. Right. Go back to normal. No, back to double. Right, if you'd like to... Right, so we are going to suffer attrition a bit in terms of money, but you are now officially on our terrain, which is good. And our fleet is now in control, which is fantastic. And in fact, truth be told, one of the fleets we could have... Actually, where's the fleet that really... Oh no, you're already getting happiness problems. Right, Heralds of Tritium. Who's that? Oh, Duanians. Truth be told, I'm partly tempted to try and... 18... Swordsman... I'm partly tempted to send this fleet around... to the north again to try and start controlling this region, but that means I have to spend all this fucking time. Oh, bugger. Look at the amount of speed on that. Fuck yeah. Right, we'll row and use the things to try and roll across. It's a bit of a pain in the arse, but, you know, shit happens. Right, so you're there and your armies are still there. Right, are you on Spartan territory? To be honest with you, make your way towards Gela. I know, technically speaking, the Those guys are there. You guys are chilling. This is slowly working around. Not saying it's working perfect. Oh yeah, purged a lot. So, I always seem to have this particular episode during these series where I have a bit of a quiet lull, touchwood, before we start taking up towards more arms. There we go. That's clicking. Syracuse, I think, will probably be the biggest problem for us yet, because the Syracusians have a lot of money, it would seem, and it would also seem that they have a lot of troops able to be recruited on a really quick, on the quick and on the budget. So now we have to pray that we can quickly and effectively annihilate a majority of their armies and turn their forces around quite quite quickly. Yeah. Oh, happiness. That's going to prove to be useful. Right, politics. Summary. My beloved? No. But politics-wise, disciples of Zeus, Adonia, Badamas, thirst for power. Their loyalty to me is pretty poor. They have 85 senators. Disciples of Athena, I'll probably try and secure loyalty. I know that probably seems a bit stupid, but if we could somewhat gain... Hell, truth be told, if I could become peerless, that would be fantastic, but unfortunately can't seem to do that. At least not now. Alright, Heraclea, you're doing the breads and games, aren't you? But your happiness is really high now. Right, we're going to stop that. Cancel the edict, or... Yeah, we're going to actually, we'll cancel the edict, see what happens to this location, because it looks like we're finally turning shit around. You're still in your prime, which I love. You've been there since probably the first episode, if I'm not mistaken. Right, you out of that, and if I could start to have you prepare. Is there any archer units I can have? Nope, but I'll get you using a ballista.
We need good fighters.
Right. You've got cavalry, shitload of swords, but only 3 spearmen. Well, welcome to Sparta. Oh, can't recruit unit because stupid limits. So instead I've got to have some... I don't really want to give him just one Skiritai. We'll give him some Spartan light hoplites just to sort of make it easier on them. If you'd like to land on our turf. The 10,000. Don't really think there's 10,000 of you in there. Truth be told, this army is kind of more of a garrison force. Question, what do you have apart from loads of stuff? Oh! I think all of my armies that need to make a visit over here at least once. Oh, that'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Actually, I might try and see if there's a mod that allows me to have the benefit of being able to upgrade my troops without them having to be in the same province. Because that would be really nice. Like, it would make sense for you to sort of say, hey, I've got a shitload of troops here. Right, they're alright. I think the whole resistance to invaders thing probably is also having an effect here. Right. If you would like to depart onto a boat, that would be also fantastic. And if you would like to depart onto a ship, onto the land, you're fine. So you're all hoplites, tortes. Like, as much as hoplite are powerful, I can beat them. At least I can beat them with the same sort of tactics as before. Right, you're fine. You're fine. Truth be told, I probably might transfer another army. The Gigates probably should be an army I'll transfer to help out. Because they're made up of fairly... This commander is relatively inexperienced, but hopefully... Yes, fuck it. We'll send him down as well. Extra armies is extra armies. So what we'll do is we'll send the Gigates down towards Syracuse as well to back up any troops and stuff. And then hopefully, when he makes a push as well, he can not only gain experience as a commander, but also be able to... benefit his army from getting the upgrade, which is definitely going to be a thing for us. We're getting a shitload of food, though, which is good. Food and money without, you know, too much of an exalt. We'll hold off on doing that for now. We'll turn that into a library, which will provide happiness, so we can do that with that, which will be nice. That'll take more food, but that's okay. Let us save once again. Right, so you're doing fine. You're doing fine. Ramos. Okay, let's have a crack at the next turn. Ah, brilliant. You're going to be making your way up to the north, which means you can start providing buffs to our settlements to not have them be pissed off. Rome is still in the game, which, touch wood, they will be for a while yet. That will be very useful. And it looks like the Senones have, in fact, attempted to fight, but lose once again. Syracuse running its navies through some attrition. In fact, all of them are taking attrition, which means now something has gone disastrously wrong for the Syracusians. This could be potentially an opportunity to take advantage of. They're taking attrition. They're probably going to lose a couple of things. We'll see if they're still taking the attrition, and if so, I might have to step up my plans to attack them, because they take advantage. If we can take full advantage of this shit, then I think so much the better. I mean, their armies are literally surrounding our stuff, though, so it's going to be a little bit awkward. And bazaar. That's brilliant, lads. Oh, finally. Oh, that's beautiful. Right, okay. Good shit. Swears like a trooper. I like this. This man I like. Right, okay, so we need to start recruiting. So you're in the shit, which is good, because it means that they're now taking more and more problems. Troubled populace. Campania is slowly turning itself around, which is good. They're getting encouraged, which is even better. So I know it sounds bad, but we kind of need to start contemplating the utilizing the contemplation of that. Can't have any ranged troops unless I get some. Their archers are. No, that seems okay. We'll have a couple of Sicilian. Upgrade them, just so that they've got some range equipment. And what do they got primarily? They have 3 swords units, 4 spearmen, so I will give them a couple of Skirite swordsmen, or more in fact. We got 1 cavalry unit there, that's fine. You're recruiting over there, which is good. Right, so that's the one we want to have, which will take away food from this region, but it'll be fine. And I mean, that's 12 turns, and that's 9 turns, so we're not going to see any instant benefit from this. Right. Your army is taking attrition, which is good. What kind of sector is Motovia? She is taking a little bit of attrition, actually, which is useful. If you'd like to move into position to prepare. The 10,000 will take defensive lines here and hold the position a bit. Capilloier. Starina, Intelia. I mean, hopefully we can start countering whatever the hell's going on over there, because they're suffering loads of dudes. They got a general, admiral, general. They've got a shitload of troops. Right, you. Almost there. Almost there, lads. Almost. Right. We almost have that area. This is actually looking to be quite nice. If they can keep this semi-buggered state going, we might be able to take advantage of it. Who knows? How are we doing politically? We're still admired. And they're still at 80. We'll still keep purging these guys. There we go. We're at beloved again. 68. That's good. Right. You. We can't secure. We can't purge. And we apparently have spent a lot of money. Holy shitballs, we have. Right. That's good. That's the last time we purge. Holy shit. But we have 70% now, which is the important thing. What's my revolution going to be like? Purged a lot. Well, now to see what kind of risk this is going to be. Even though there's a 100% chance that there's going to be a revolution, will there be, in fact, a revolution? Or will the game, that the mod I downloaded to stop that from happening, actually go into full effect? Here's the drum roll. Shit, I forgot to do anything with her. It's okay. She'll take her time. Hurry up. Thank you. Samnites, what are you doing going near my port? Will I... Actually, we'll wait until I'm close before we do anything. Okay, it's the Etruscan League. You see, I thought the Etruscan League was the Samnites, but I was apparently incorrect. And they certainly aren't as terrifying as the Samnites are. Again, though, not our problem until Syracuse lies dead. By all means, keep them busy. I honestly don't mind. It looks like they're setting up some reinforcements too. Ooh. Carthaginian religion. Refuse. Oh. Yep. There was no rebellion. Touchwood. Hey! You see, that's the thing. You invade my... You walk into my land and act all as if you're in, like, control. Oh my god, that's beautiful! Question. Are you made up of mostly mercenaries? Kind of, yeah. Kind of. Not a lot of, but kind of. Like, historically speaking, the thing about Carthage that was so shit! They've got fucking African war elephants. Oh, good. The ballista's here. Ballista! Right, so it looks to be like a chokehold area. Good to know. Good to know. Right, unfortunately, it does look like the Syracusian lot are suffering from what is known as not willing to die aritis. Really a horrible disease, actually. It basically means that despite providing a nice, awesome opportunity to die, the enemy just don't die. It's really inconvenient because it means that they have to survive. It's a very terrible disease, and it's a shame because people who have it are like, previously they wanted to die and it was really nice of them, but now they're doing that. It's really awkward, and it's quite disrespectful, in fact, to some cultures. In fact, I found. Right, okay, so we're going to be able to finally turn this thing around and be able to start getting more happiness out of the region. You're an army, aren't you? Brizzo's Wizards! Yeah, Brizzo's Wizards. Question, if I leave you, what happens? He's happier, of course. Question, Brizzo's Wizards. Hadria, you're only 11. Sorry, 18. Swordsmen, spearmen, skirmishers, and slingers. I mean, I'm trading with those guys, so that could probably be problematic. Ferenti, I might break off my trade agreement with you, because I'm only getting like 400 quid.
Speak your terms. Give.
Right, fuck your treasury. We don't need you anymore. It's nice having money, of course, but at the same time, I honestly don't care. Right, Barian, let's increase and get Tarantine Cavalry. Yeah, sure. You've sabotaged me a few times, and you've had the brass balls to assume that I was going to be friends with you. Yeah, that ain't happening. Okay. Things are going to start heating up fairly soon. If we're lucky, Carthage can actually start doing some real damage by grabbing Lenonti, Tini, maybe even grabbing this sector here. Yes, to a degree, that kind of buggers me over because it means instead of having a whole one army to take care of thing, I'll have to spend more time fighting over whatever. But what that does is it narrows the gap that I have to worry about. Because if, for example, Carthage has this, it means they can't push through with here or here, and that also means that they suffer economic problems, which could result in them having that lovely little bit of attrition that they had for much longer.
You can
and my
call
spy master is able to do stuff. So
as you command.
I have no intention of blocking them. If they want to try and like retake this area and then take it back and retake it, they're going to have to exhaust resources on dealing with that. Whereas, you know, for me, I'm literally just plugging more and more troops into the region. And then eventually we can start our Italian conquering of the Sicilian plateau. My only concern, and probably will have to be something to do with Oi. Did I give you permission to walk into my lands? I don't think so. Now, what will Carthage do? Oh, they did take it! Fantastic! They've launched an invasion of their own. Good. Good. Fantastic. Oh. Right. Carthaginian slaves arrived at one of the ports. Personal audience to sell his slaves. We'll allow him to conduct business. He's a slave. He's a slave master. Yeah, Syracuse, you want to not do that?
Commander,
Right, you pop. I can't even move there. Right,
advance.
block his line of advance.
Ready for orders.
If he wants to take the piss, that's fine. But he's not going to take the piss and get away with it.
At your command.
Right, you're recruiting some more troops, which will make you more adequate for combat. You are almost in position to start leaving for the fleet.
Cerberus, back.
Gigates.
Motivator possible. Yay! More money! Dothoria. Who's Dothoria? Oh, spy. Got it. So it looks like the Carthaginians are launching a major invasion of the islands, which is brilliant. Right, I need to have some eyes on the sky. Well, eyes on the ground, actually, is probably the more accurate term. So here probably will make sense. If they can take this area, that'll be fantastic, because then all I can focus on is pushing here. I mean, we'll have to take here as well, but what I'll do is I'll get... I think you can finally leave as well. Yes, you can. Right, if you move over to here, you two probably could move to grab Motovia. That'll be fine. You are a big problem, but that's fine. You're going to be there to help out. So these two armies will bunch up, attack that, kill that. Then the Gigates, who have set up defenses around here, supported by... Yeah, the Gigates, who have set up defenses around here, will be supported by infantry pushing up here. Then we can start pushing in. So, and once these guys have taken care of them, Gigates can push down and grab Caphelion, and then the guys with the ballista can push on. Should I call them just guys with ballista? I mean, Percatelli's Pride sounds nice, but I'm going to rename them because I think it's hilarious. Guys with ballista. So guys with ballista will basically move along and grab Agrion, which will be useful for us, before potentially, depending on how quickly and effectively the Carthaginians move. If they move north, that could be problematic, because obviously this whole sector will then be compromised a bit, because that sector will be under control of Carthaginians. But if they don't, then we can quickly hopscotch across and start laying siege to this location before proceeding towards finally nabbing the last of the ports and capturing Marseille. Then, of course, we can kind of turn our attentions southwards to be able to push in on the Carthaginians' territory and be like, could you leave Carthage? And they'll be like, why? Because and then I'll be like, spear tip to the face. Make with that what you will. But then by grabbing these territories, we should be able to fully secure the island with, touch wood, relatively quick and easy. Well, I wouldn't say easy, but, you know, lacking in the casualty department. Oh, fuck, I forgot to move those guys. Also, we're going to conduct a raid of sorts into... Are you blocking me? No. I'm going to say, if you did, I'd be slightly pissed off. Yeah. Syracusians must know what up. They're definitely not too pleased. I don't really want to go to war with my fleet still in the ocean. I do kind of want to shore up on the defenses. Hello, Ferenti. What are you going to do? What you gonna do when you give sanctuary, because fuck Carthage. Hey, fertile fields. Oh shit, oh shit. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when I come for you? Oh shit, oh shit. Fucking purge the bastard.
Bugger off.
Give me my beloved back. Swear to God, I could just like have the entire thing purged. Right, you. What are you? Brazilian bulls. Right. What we'll do next is we will have medicine because we can increase the growth. Right. What we're gonna do over here? Okay, so what are they gonna do? They're recruiting troops, which is fine. You need to move over to here.
As a shadow.
There's another army. And it looks like they've got themselves another Ares Dread. Isn't that funny? Oh, dude, yes, thank you. That's fantastic. Right, this army. If we go into normal move mode, because I think he can more or less get onto territory. But boom, the Bite of Basilisk. And also these guys are upgraded. But I can't afford it. Fuck. Please tell me they're not going to be that long. Oh, fuck me. How many turns? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck's sake. It's going to be 4 turns. It's going to be near winter by the time we actually win this battle. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, shit. Shit happens. You're okay for the moment, which is kind of beneficial. Question. Who is the happiest region around? Because I kind of fancy being a dick. You definitely are not the happiest region around, which is why we're on bread and games. I'll probably do something like this. Extra tax rate for you. We'll do a tax rate. We'll do a tax harvest over here, and maybe a tax harvest over here to try and have like maybe a couple of turns to increase the tax and try and get more money out of the people. But yeah, you're in territory. Move up a little bit. Can we afford to do like half of the army at least? 2,200, 2,400. Oh, yeah. Almost the entire army. Just literally that one unit of slingers. Boom. Almost just the one slingers. For a second I thought it was that one. I thought we only had 2,300. I'm like,
Oh my god, I only have 2,300 stuff remaining. What am I to do?
and then I'm like, oh wait, hang on. Wrong nation. Right, okay, so Atticus is going to be fine because they are a 20 stack in there. So you may proceed to go north towards the front. And then in about 4 turns time, you're going to get some reinforcements. So we are almost, well, we're obviously over the hour. So we'll make this the last episode. Yes, the last episode of the series. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, bollocks to you. I forgot about the fucking goddamn piece of garbage. Ba la la da 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 da. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. Anyway. Oh, it looks like they've taken care of that agent. Or if they have or haven't, I wouldn't know. Bollocks, 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 bollocks. I meant to... Bollocks. I meant to fucking get that net out on me. And they were on a march as well. Ugh. I could have done something about them, but now I can't. Unless a miracle happens and they don't do anything. They don't do anything. Insult in Carthage. Oh dear. But it provides happiness. Force march? Yeah. That's a lot of dudes for you to march out with.
It is an honor to serve.
Carthago, yep. Edict has been issued. Right, question. How is this looking? We're earning a bit more money now. Faction has been destroyed. Pelagini, no. Killing with kindness. What? Oh, God. He is a... one of our guys just became a puff. Right, okay. I don't like the fact that they're sending a 20-stack fleet in, so I will declare war. And go, fuck you.
Very well. Words have been wasted.
Boom. Oh dear, what a shame. Hey, Ferenti, nice navy you got there. Wouldn't it be a shame if something went... Ooh, lovely. Gain from defeating enemy. The enemy and their allies will look upon you more favorably if you release their captives. It also gives me a shitload of money. So, ba-boom!
Is there nothing else?
Is there nothing else to stand before us? Oh, hello. Bye-bye. Would you like to attack? Yes, please. We'll work protective.
Fleet sunk.
And the remaining can die.
It is an honor to serve.
Right. Now that we've done that, beautiful, beautiful. We've done a good job. Right, let's begin. Well, let's head slightly back.
Hard on the oars, you men.
Good job, lad. Very good job. You've won a good day. Cunning, when leading. Culture conversion will be useful. No, you don't deserve that. Not yet, at least. Authority will be useful for you. Right, so we've taken care of that army, which is good. That's very good. Means we can totally relax. Question.
How can I be of
Right, they've set up on the defensive. Looks like the Syracusans are counter-attacking and are trying to take back some of the territory. So if we're going to be attacking, best be soon. Also, what's up with you? Cannot reinforce or move or act or anything. Thank you very much.
Commander,
I'll just have you move into position.
on the move.
Well, he can't do anything at the moment.
Ready for orders. We hunger for battle. The way is blocked.
Okay. I'm thinking of doing something really stupid, but at the same time, if this works, then it won't be stupid. So, the enemy forces have suffered some casualties, and it looks like their Hoplite units are also suffering pretty badly. We are also in a position to launch a very powerful attack on their army with a fuckload of reinforcements inside their territory. Oh no, but then my navy's still out there and unguarded, which is the problem. So, we'll see. But we will need to start thinking very soon about attacking, because it won't be long before... I mean, I'm nervous about these guys attacking and destroying my shit. But if we're quick enough, we could potentially result in them losing their armies and navies. I mean, there are sectors that I'm not so keen on them having. Or there's sectors that I'm not so keen on them... well...
At your command.
Right, potentially. I'm going to hold the line here, though. We have to have our armies. Like, this is fine. This is okay. We need the armies, but this army here, we're going to need to be quick. Oh, boy. It's nerve-wracking as hell. It's nerve-wracking as all hell. 69%. They're actually getting pretty strong. Who are the guys? Basilit. Right. Let's have another turn. I completely meant to end that episode.
We are a mighty people.
Shit. Okay. That was my cock up. It looks like they're requiring non-aggression pact and they're demanding money for it. They're not going to get it, but, you know, because they can go, they're assholes, but I want Carthage to do better. I want them to counterattack. I want them to do stuff, you know? And not just be vulnerable to counterattacks. Actually fight back and do some damage. High success and chance of a war. They've retaken that, which is a bit of a shame. We've gained some money, though, which is useful. And extra money. Wow, holy shit. Encourage populace, which is useful. And herding ground and library. Okay, so it looks like they are pushing to the south, and it looks like they are beginning to attack. Unfortunately, though, not as much as we want them to be, which is a bit of a shame. Ah, oh, god damn it. And he's taking his fucking time getting here, I can tell you that for sure.
We hunger for battle.
Right, you
At your command.
get defensive.
Ready for orders.
Pretty soon we're going to be able to launch an attack of our own soon, but I just need to get ready. Right, you're almost there. Question. Happiness. How are you guys doing? We're getting money, and we're getting shitloads of it, which is useful as fuck. But at the same time, ironically, they're actually getting more happy, which is ridiculous. But we're also finally keeping the peace over here. Right, you
Your orders.
double up for now
Ships to port.
and, like, get a shitload of replenishment in. 4 turns for replenishment. That'll be fine. What we'll do is we'll begin to launch our own little naval attack heading towards Hadrea. If we can capture Hadrea, maybe we can put the end to the Ferenti's constant attacks on our position, because I think it's only fair that we throw something at them after they've thrown so much at us. How are we doing with politics? Disciples of Athena. We could secure their loyalty, but minus 4% influence. 4. We'll do that, and then I'm taking shitloads of money out to get them, but like if we can reduce their numbers and constantly do this shit, that'll be useful. Anyway, that's going to have to be it from me, because I meant to end this a turn ago, but I kind of got preoccupied. So, things so far are shaping up to be interesting. We're going to be ending the year 389 with this army finally getting into position and finally able to do stuff. Hopefully the Carthaginians can keep the Sicilians busy whilst our forces do what they can to try and counteract stuff. I'm going to move my my agent into position towards Agrion just to see what kind of defensive they've got. Not surprised really, but luckily for us, Cataphelion doesn't seem to be as strong. So, before we finish the plan, here we go. Here's the initial thought process. So, fairly similar to what I was saying earlier. What we're going to do is we're going to start the war off by this army at the front. The guys with ballista are going to launch an attack, killing this army outright, or at least causing it to do serious damage to it before chasing it off, whatever the other army can do that. Then these guys are basically going to push up towards the town of Agrion, which hopefully at this point will be under risk, because when this army and this army finally this army rendezvous with this army, the smaller of the two will move into position and lay siege to Caphelion. Being backed up by the Gigates, they're going to nab that sector, and then I'm going to move the Gigates to support the siege at Agrion. The guys with the ballista will take the settlement and hold it for the duration, whilst Gigates moves along and tries to capture the town of Catane. The other army, dependent on what's going on down here, will either shift up to the north to be able to grab Messini, or shift south towards Leotoni to try and deal with whatever issues going on. Meanwhile, whilst that initial phase is going off, these two will move towards Matoya. The smaller of the two will lay siege, nab this sector for our own, and then the larger of the two armies will move along as quickly as possible to try and reinforce the front lines of whatever situation is going, and either go up north to support the siege or go further south to set up defensive lines to ensure the security of the southern front. It's not going to be... touch wood, the plan goes relatively successfully, and the only issue that we'll find is that public order is going to be a problem, but I am acutely aware of the giant fleets that are currently are about. My only hope is that when I do declare war, instead of trying to attack me, they rush to try and defend themselves, because then I can take care of them on the thing. They do have navies. They do have armies. And again, I'm hoping if they're stupid enough, they'll try and attack Region and not Locri, Scarithon, Hippotho, or whatever. Like, they have to be so short-sighted they can only go that way. But again, yeah, not too sure as to how this is going to roll, but fingers crossed. Oh, and in the north, a small expedition force will move up north across the ocean to A, discover more territory, and B, attack Hadria, nab it, and maybe make it into a client state. So that way we have some form of information about the sector. And maybe if I start pushing up north into the territories over here, we may in fact have an option to commit our own version of Anzio, where we push, instead of pushing northwards, we push southwards into the territories that are now under the control by what looks to be the Volsci, while Rome tries to form up, which only has fucking Velites there. What? Anyway, that's it from me, guys. I'll see you next time.